Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining me on another My Music. It's Friday, the best day of the week, as far as most of you are concerned. Whatever you're doing now, put that down, turn your spreadsheets off, and relax because we're going to be talking music with Jesca Hoop any minute now. But first, a quick video from our sponsors. Someone here today that certainly follows that work ethic. Keep on, don't stop. How are you?
Oh, how am I?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I am. I don't know how that happened. That's a question I haven't yet been able to answer.
And nobody ever does, do
I don't
they?
know how I am.
But you literally do
I'm
not.
feeling okay.
You're feeling okay. That's good.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good, actually.
But, when I follow you across the span of what you do, and I followed you for some time, I brought that many years. Well, in fact, I'll tell you what, I discovered you. I have to always tell artists how I discovered you. I discovered you because you see the sticker at the top over here.
What does it say?
Well, it says Somerset County Library Service. They were.
That's so nice. You
They,
could check. Yeah, you could. You didn't return that.
No. They were selling off their CD, the entirety of their CD collection, right?
That's just going private. It's a library. They should just keep their stock and keep on. I'm not sure they should be selling their assets.
Well, maybe not, but
Especially that one. But now you have it, so it's okay.
if they hadn't have done that,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have discovered you.
Fine.
See?
Well, as far as we know.
So there we go, and then after that, obviously, I bought everything else. So it's just there you go. That's the way that life works. Back in the day, didn't you tape things? Didn't
I have
early
taken
days?
I have taken things, yes.
No.
Really? You're
Tape.
diving into my criminal past?
No, not tape. Like back early days of listening to music. Did you listen to stuff on record and then tape it that friends had, etc.? Just
Yeah, we would copy stuff like tape to tape.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's all very innocent.
Yeah, but I think it helped music back in the day. I think it
did.
You played it to death and then you went and bought it several times, quite often.
Yeah.
I'd argue it's better than the way that we stream music now and assume that it's free, right?
I've never stolen a song on the internet. I have to say, I don't know how to illegally download. Just because of my technological skills are not that advanced.
I've got to delve.
What?
I was going to say I've got to delve a little bit into your
criminal past,
and not your criminal past, but your history, because it's a fascinating musical history. You discovered, or you fell into the hands of Tom Waits and his family.
Into his clutches.
Into his clutches, yeah. That for a start is amazing. I mean, what's Tom Waits like? Because
just no comment. Lovely person, brilliant person, but you'll have to call him to find out what he's like.
Oh well, I will do. The first song of his that really sort of made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up was "Earth Died Screaming." I loved just that song. Was just like, whoa, where's this coming from?
Where does any of it come from? This very wild minds that create those songs.
But some would say that about you as well, because you certainly don't just create a sound and an atmosphere within your music that's straightforward. I think you're always experimenting and looking for something. Where does that desire come from?
Well, I'm trying to engage my own self in in the process of writing a song, something that gives me the feels. So it's all based around, I don't know, trying, looking for something that brings me alive.
Hmm.
But I do try to concentrate on a level of simplicity, um, making something that is simple enough, that it so that it's not lost in translation is a challenge for me.
Yeah.
Uh, so I really do appreciate songwriters like Paul Simon, where there's great complexity in what he's doing, but it's like really straightforward. His
I was
stories are really straightforward. The chord structures are wonderful, and all of this. Joni Mitchell's very complex, but also she delivers something in a way where it's like it's incredibly familiar, or created what we know as familiar.
yeah.
So I'm not sure I'm great at making the familiar or the complex seem simple,
I
but
think you
we'll
get
try.
well. I don't think you're giving yourself enough justice there. I think you are. I think you do fall into that category of actually making something. It's almost like a contradiction, isn't it? Making something that's quite complex, very accessible at the same time, which I think is actually where a lot of great art is as well. Um, a lot of great. I spend my day writing, and half the time when people give me things to write about, they're really complex subjects, or they're really, you know, they are people who have got their business that they're doing, etc., and they try and explain it to you, and then they go on for like 2 hours, and then they say, "Right, tell the world about." And you go, well, you can't
No,
reiterate that because no one will listen.
there's
You
not
know,
enough hours in the day.
at the moment.
Yes, yes, I've seen. He's like a Buddha.
He
He's
well, he
he's
he
got Buddha
is
energy, huh?
yeah. I get that vibe. I get
Yeah,
that
he
vibe
does.
from him.
Yeah, I've seen him in Buddha posture.
Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, he's also very lovely.
just being around these people for, as your career sort of developed, did you learn anything in particular from them?
Oh yeah, I had great learning experiences from all of the. I mean, those two characters especially. Not just through growing in their presence, and certain challenges that would come. Um, I think just through, I don't know, the unexpected dynamics that come from working with people, and personalities and things like this. Like working in the realm of music, it's there's so many different challenges that you may not expect. You never know what's coming your way, which is a great kind of like a great conundrum because it's so unsettling. But like you just on any given day, you have no idea what's going to land or be tossed your direction to pick up and handle. And
Yeah.
personalities in music are a big thing to know how to navigate. And
Have you ever really had problems with that? Have you ever had a sort of
without going into
music?
detail, yeah, I've definitely gotten, I've definitely fell into a snare or two.
Yeah. So
Yes,
you've had music
absolutely.
come to you, and you're like, really? What do I do with this?
Not the music, not the music, the people.
The people
Yeah,
around you.
because inside of this, the cog work, and this industry, there's all people, and people are complicated. And if you don't have people skills, you will suffer in this business. It's all, everything is built by people that we, you know, everything that we build our houses and feed our families with, that's all generated by people. So if you don't have people skills, like you're gonna,
Do you feel your people skills have improved over the years, or have you just found a way of
yeah, oh yeah.
navigating?
Well, no, I mean that is how this is. Yeah, there's. I mean, I think there's. there's never a point where you've learned how to deal with people. Every time you have certain things. It's good to give yourself some rules, certain guidelines that you stick to. Um, and you don't navigate away from those, you don't go away from those rules, because you know that those are the parameters by which you can
Boundaries, basically.
just foster healthy interactions and
Yeah.
keep yourself in a, I don't know, within a safe realm as you're getting to know new people, because people can really throw linchpins at you, and like they can, little bombs, and you just don't know when people's personalities are gonna, little tricksters, little rascals.
Yeah.
And I've come across a few of these, and not necessarily had the tools to recognize that I was getting trapped. I know I'm being ambiguous, but it's
No,
because
it's
the
you have to be.
details are too laborious.
But have you used music in that process to
How do
help
you use music?
to deal with those people as they come along?
I
Have
would say
you?
that. Well, I mean, the music is just a break from everything. The music is the point where you get to abandon everything.
Yeah.
So even if you're in a band with someone, I mean, I don't know. I've seen bands lose it on each other. When you're on a stage, one of the greatest things about being on a stage is that your job and role is to absolutely for, forget about anything else. Like, you're not allowed to think about the drama you're having with your cast member. Like, that's not allowed. It's a distraction, so you're not allowed to go into any past or future sense. You have to just concentrate on the mechanics and the all of the parts that are helping you deliver a song. So that's like a great gift. So the music is just like, well, that's a gift from the universe.
Wherever it comes from.
The universe.
In terms of your music and your writing, you quite often go back on your music, or you have done throughout your career. You've gone back to what you've already done, and you've kind of looked at it again. Is that, do you
Uh,
struggle to put something down and just leave it, or what?
no.
Why the going back?
Well, I mean, the first time was a like a needs must situation. That would be, we're talking about the acoustic renditions of. I make a live counterpart, acoustic and stripped back, and the first time I did it for my record Kismet.
Hmm.
I'm actually about to announce that we're bringing that back on vinyl. Like, I'm announcing it on Monday. I'm announcing it now.
There you
Um,
go.
uh, my first studio record. Uh, the story behind that was 3 months after it was released, I was dropped from Columbia Records. There was an artist culling that was instigated by Rick Rubin at the time, and I was, yeah, I didn't make the cut, so the record was dropped, and I was dropped, and I had to figure out how to like pick up the pieces. So that it's important to not leave too much time in between records, but I didn't have a plan. So the complete Kismet acoustic was a way for me to generate some material without needing a full new catalog of songs, or cast of songs, and just kind of like stop the gap. It's a stopgap, but also I wanted to have a souvenir, or something that people who are at the show can take home, because the live show is so very different than the record, and I wanted them to have something that sounded like the experience that they had that evening. And it's precisely the same elements that I was using on the stage: two
Mm.
guitars and three voices. So I've been doing that. I've done that for three of the records, and I'll continue to do that as I go along, because they showcase the songs in different ways.
Yeah, but with that, the house that Jack built, that was a more of a deconstruction. So
No,
what
it
were you?
wasn't more of a deconstruction. It was the same precise.
Okay.
The deconstruction of Jack's house
Yeah.
was three voices, and there might have been, yeah, two guitars generally. It's kind of this, and there a little bit of percussion, but the primary element is that everything is played at once, and there's really no editing. It's just kind of these live flash, like quick fire performances.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. In terms of the way that you write, I mean, your music is very voice orientated.
Uh-huh.
Where, yeah, do you start often with voice?
Like generally, it's the combination of what a chord structure is doing against a melody, or yeah, a certain voicing and how it's relating to a melody.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
actually you would what put that down guitar wise normally, or what's
kind of
your
in
what's your go
tandem.
to? Yeah.
Generally, I'm looking for where the voice fits in between singular notes on a guitar as they're played together, and I'm just looking for patterns. They generally come together if I'm writing on the guitar.
Yeah.
But
Do you?
I'm also writing other kinds of music right now that it's not guitar based.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, we'll keep that under your nose, yeah. But check that out as it comes out, folks. I- In terms of those kind of intricate vocal melodies, sometimes do you tend to hear most of that at once? Do you have that kind of
No, no, it's like
no?
no,
It's a
it's
build
like
up.
it's like walking through a redwood forest in the middle of the night with no flashlight, which might be obscure because if we're talking to people based in England, there's no redwood trees here. But they're very, very,
We
very,
have
very
centre
tall.
parks. We have centre parks. That's got redwood trees. There you go.
No, no, redwood tree.
Oh right, okay. You're talking about the
I'm from the
place.
redwoods.
Yeah. I actually saw you. By the way, I was going to say I actually saw you last summer.
Okay.
You were performing. You came on. You did one song with Elbow down
Uh-huh.
at Tunes in the Park. You
Yeah.
you came on. You blasted out. You went. You disappeared back off again.
Yeah.
Ha,
Yeah.
ha,
90 seconds.
yeah. Do you enjoy even owning the stage for like 90 seconds, etc.? Is it quite nice actually to have little and no pressure like that
Oh
sometimes, and
yeah. Oh
just
yeah. Well, I got to do that with them at Glastonbury in 2022. So 90 seconds on the main stage on the pyramid stage at Glastonbury. And that was like such a buzz. I can
yeah,
only imagine being up there for a full set, but 90 seconds, like you say, just blasting it out.
blasting it out, and then
It's
and then
so
and then
fun.
being able to go away and enjoy it and go, well, yeah, I did that. So that's that.
Yeah, it's good. It's that like I don't know what you would call it, like operatic vocal or like Pink Floydish type vocal. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah. It's got like a great gig in the sky type thing, isn't it?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
those kind of vibes. I wouldn't claim to have the great gig and the vibe vocal, but you know what I'm saying? It's along the line.
yeah. No, it was very enjoyable. Thank you so much for being there and doing that. It. How much have you experimented with your voice over the years?
Always.
Yeah.
I always yeah. I'm not sure that I ever achieve. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for like black Southern church ladies, and to
Yeah.
just I don't think I ever really get there, but I do try. Like I bring in the feeling, or or white church ladies from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I probably sound a bit more like that.
Are you?
But I'm always going for church ladies nonetheless.
Yeah. As you were growing up, did you used to try and mimic people, voice wise,
No,
or no?
no, I'm not. I can't say I'm very good at that at all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Where
know because I can't really tell.
where did the desire to sing come from?
I
Where
was
where
given it. My mother gave it to me,
did
and
you?
my father. We were a family of singers. We would sing together.
Oh,
Yeah, we would sing together. There's five kids and two parents, and we would sing songs in harmony.
I'd love that. I often ask people, do they? Did you used to sing in the kitchen when you were cooking? Things like that. Did someone just start a song?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it like generally in the car. My memory is in the car. We'd have like those classic American station wagons. Do you
Hmm.
know the classic American station wagon with like the wood panels?
Yeah.
and the door and the seat in the back that faces the back of the car.
Yep.
Yeah. And the tailgate that folds down. Like one of those, there's seven of us could fit in, and we would we would sing in the car primarily.
What was what was
Old
the
I like
favorite?
murder ballads.
Yeah, I was going to
Murder
say, what was the
ballads.
favorite sing along?
It's called We Are Going.
Yeah.
And then also the Leather Winged Bat, which, and then another one, I can't remember what that was called, but
I'll tell you what ours was as a family in the car in the good
yeah,
old days
yeah.
was "Tell Me on a Sunday" by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, well, I don't know that song.
Oh, it's a whole musical. It's a whole musical.
You would sing the whole musical.
Yeah, we do the whole musical from start to finish
Were you
in the
driving
car.
to Scotland?
Probably not. We were probably driving to Eastbourne from from
Were you
from
singing it very
Bedford.
quickly?
No,
Just
no, no. From Bedford to Eastbourne to visit Nan and Grandad. We would occasionally we'd break to
yeah.
say, "I can see the seaside," and because as you do, you sing that as you get nearer the sea. But no, the rest of the time it would been that. Carpenters was a favourite as well.
Well, yeah. Gosh, I wish we sang the Carpenters. I would have a stronger voice now if I was singing like her.
Yeah,
Oh, the Carpenters. No, I'm thinking of. Oh no, I don't want to sing like her. I like her a lot, but I don't want to sing like her.
you don't want to sing like Karen Carpenter.
I appreciate her.
It's too smooth for
But
you.
she's just a bit sexless. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
You just need Linda Carpenter. No, I was thinking of what was the sorry. Before we go to bed, my baby,
Oh,
say a
yeah.
little prayer for me, my baby. I'm forgetting their name right now.
That's yes,
Come on,
and so
help us
on.
out, people. Help
Yeah,
us out,
help us
people.
out. I will.
Ridiculous.
I will put the tag to whoever that actually was because sometimes you just can't remember, can you? When you're doing these things live.
No,
But
it's really embarrassing.
that was a lovely rendition, though.
Let's end this conversation now. I'm terribly embarrassed. I can't remember. But my mind is drawn a blank.
Listen, it's been a pleasure talking to you today.
I didn't really mean let's end this conversation.
No, 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 but it has. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today. What's on the books for you for the next rest of this year, the next 6 months?
I'm gigging in the end of the year. I'm doing some festivals throughout the summer, just a couple. And I'm doing the Cambridge Folk Festival, which I'm looking forward to.
Fantastic.
That'll be a first. There's a festival in St. David's I'm going to play. It's called I don't know how they pronounce it. Pembrokeshire.
Have you
It's
ever
called
done
the
our
Boa
local?
Festival. Sorry.
Yeah. Have you ever done our local folk festival, Sidmouth?
No,
Oh,
no.
there you go. They're missing out, aren't they?
I'll have to write my booking agent. Then in the end of the year, I'm doing a tour around the UK. I'm also going to Spain in July. I'm going to Spain to play in Spain. There's just a string of gigs around the year and then into the new year.
Whilst writing.
And I'm writing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm writing. I'm collaborating. This is a season of collaboration for me.
You've collaborated quite a bit.
I'm going to do a bunch more of it.
Yeah. What is it you love about collaborating?
Being moved out of my
Comfort zone.
norm,
Yeah.
out of the resonance that is hoopstery, and combining it with other
Well, the best thing about collaboration is it's a bit like being in a band for a while, but without the commitment of being in a band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all the best bits. You get that spark off of other people, but then you don't have to smell their armpits on tour. And, it's just that way.
I mean, I want to smell their armpits on tour.
Okay. You actually want, you
I
quite
mean
like
that
to go on tour.
metaphorically. I just mean that metaphorically speaking. I mean, I want to be close to the people that I'm making music with.
Yeah.
And I want, I have joined a band. I'm not going to go into it because who knows what's going to happen. But the thing about joining a band is what you get with a band is you get a new set of siblings, you know, from other mothers, which is really good. So you get a new set of friends, which you don't necessarily expect when you start a band. But that's what it is. A band is friendship.
Now, listen. Well, I'm going to ask you in a minute, so you can choose before we go. But I mean, the one album I'd love to see at some point is a Jesca Hoop, Rosie Plain collaboration album. I'd love to see
Ah,
that.
all right. Rosie
Yeah,
playing. Yeah,
yeah,
interesting. Yeah. No, yeah, we worked together a little bit.
yeah. I know, but
Right.
it
And
but
with
a
some pieces.
whole Jesca Hoop Rosie Plain, that for me would be almost idyllic.
Ah,
I just think the two of you could just create something incredibly special.
interesting.
Um, yeah, never
Yeah,
know.
no,
Let's put the
she's very
call in there and
she's
see.
very, very sweet, and she will take this as a compliment. She's an oddball. She's
Yeah,
an odd. I am an oddball, and Rosie is also.
I think that's always a compliment. Who wants to be the same as everybody else out there, right?
Oh, I am exactly the same as everybody else. Odd.
But oh
Have you
right,
ever met someone who isn't odd?
yeah, yeah,
You have?
yeah.
No,
In my
no,
in my world, maybe. Yeah.
no.
Well,
They're just pretending to be normal, which makes them stranger.
right. Okay.
They're
It's
they've like got their like paper doll cutout wardrobe that they put on and their personality that fits the bill, and they're normal
they're
and
odd
you're
in their
and you're
normalness.
not.
Yeah, they're odd because they try and be so normal. That
Yeah,
makes
or
sense.
like pop music is incredibly weird, and opera is incredibly, these classic things that we do. The accepted norms are very weird.
Yeah. But
But
listen, I've just told you, Jessica, who I think you should do an album with. Who would you love to that you haven't already?
the milk carton kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah.
Mm. Hmm.
Why the Milk Carton Kids?
Because three-part harmony is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, well, every once in a while you see two men and one woman, but you don't see that very often.
Yeah.
And um, they use timbres that I can use. I can match all those timbres, and well, they're magnificent songwriters, Kenneth and Joey, magnificent songwriters,
Have
yeah,
you ever?
and excellent musicians, and funny as, can I say funny as fuck? Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Have you ever intimated to them that that might be a thing that you'd like to do? Or
No, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna drop that question.
yeah, I'm going to tag them in, so it might happen. You never know. They might listen to this
Are
and
you
they,
gonna be the maker of this
I'm
this
going. Yeah,
connection?
I do. I try all of the time, and it does sometimes happen. So you never know.
Okay, well, I'm just I'll take whatever help I can get.
You don't need that much help. You're a talent that's.
I need all the help I can get.
Oh,
All of
okay.
it. All of the help I can get.
All of the help you can get.
Do that one more time. One more time.
Okay. All of the help you can get.
Now I want you to give me the performance of a lifetime.
Do you really? All of the help you can
Yeah,
get.
that took nerve.
Hey.
I wouldn't be able to do that right now. Way too self-conscious.
Oh, my self-consciousness went a long time ago.
That's good. That means you're a part of the soup. Do you smell like soup?
Yeah,
I
constantly.
do. I totally smell like soup.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know
terrible.
which.
That's the worst thing you can say about yourself.
I don't know which soup it
That
is
is,
because I've completely lost all sense of smell.
celeriac would be nice.
Wouldn't
Yeah, or like a curry, like something
like a
with
Thai curry type.
fenugreek. With fenugreek in it is lovely. I think.
That's the best way. Subtle, but spicy, maybe.
Not spicy. I don't want to smell spicy.
No, I like spicy soup.
Spicy, fine, 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 fine.
Yeah, that's that's where we're
It's not
going.
just not acrid, okay? Not acrid.
Listen, people, if you haven't ever listened, and I don't know which planet you're on, if you haven't listened to Jessica's music, please have a listen now. You've now met her. You now know a little bit more about her. You know that she's writing at the moment. So if you get into her now, this is a good opportunity because there's new music to come. And also, you now know that there's a new vinyl coming as well. And I know that lots of you that are out there that watch this love their vinyl as well. So we'll just give that another announcement. That's coming soon, yeah? And that will be when
We're making announcements.
yeah.
Yeah, it's set for September 15th. It's a double vinyl. It's a double vinyl of it's not yet, the pre-orders haven't gone live yet, but since we were talking about it, it's a double vinyl Kismet.
Yeah.
The complete Kismet acoustic, because it never had a vinyl run and it was never released in England.
So, you know, if you want that, but
Yeah.
on vinyl,
Yeah,
that,
with its acoustic counterpart. That's right.
yeah, with its acoustic,
Wow, well done. Well done, you.
yeah,
I
counterpart
don't have mine. Yeah.
on vinyl in time for my birthday. Brilliant,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah.
Then do it.
Is everyone going to send it to you for your birthday?
No, I will get it for my birthday.
Yeah.
Everybody else will buy it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason they want to buy it, which will probably be to listen to, which will be good. You know, listen, vinyl sales are really up at the moment. People are getting back into actually touchy-feely music, which is fantastic.
Finally. No, it's true. It's true.
You know.
It's caused a huge problem for the music makers, actually.
Yeah, it has.
Because it's made the vinyl wait like 6 to 9 months, which really throws a wrench in the works for people who are making records, who are recording records.
Yeah,
it's like it's a whole thing. But anyway, it's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem to have. There was a new factory that opened in Manchester last year. Hurrah! Which is good. Great. A vinyl pressing plant in Manchester last year. If people could stop buying music on vinyl, which they're not going to listen to on vinyl, that would be great. That would lit artists that actually want people to listen to.
No, I disagree completely. If you're going to just, whatever way you support an artist or the label that is taking all their money, you should just buy. You should just buy. But buy it.
What I'm saying is like proper artists who actually, some people want to actually buy it and listen to it, right? What I'm saying is there are artists out there where they are getting millions of streams at the moment. They're number one in the charts and all of that sort of thing anyway. They don't really need the vinyl sales. Please just let some other artists who everyone wants to listen to on vinyl get through, you know, or just let a little bit through.
Who needs to listen to Ed Sheeran on vinyl, honestly?
Right. Exactly.
Or Taylor Swift. We don't need to listen to you on vinyl.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Those artists just should stop making it on vinyl. Let other artists
we're not going to listen to your whole record anyway. We're going to do what you want us to do. We should just listen to your single.
Yeah, or 60 seconds.
I'm sorry, Ed. I'm sorry, Taylor. I'm sorry, guys.
It's true. It's so true. Listen, you've been an absolute pleasure to talk to today.
Well, I'm just here for it.
Yeah. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this conversation.
I have. It's made me feel really jolly. I'm ready to like go out to my flower garden and talk to the plants.
It was the vocal, wasn't it? It was, you know, that's the power of singing.
You gave me the performance of a lifetime. Just really, I have. You set a new bar. I've got to go do my vocal exercises now.
I occasionally I have asked female vocalists on here to actually do the body form advert. I won't ask you to do that today.
What's the body form? You want
No.
You want me to do an advert?
No. You probably won't remember this. back in the 80s, there was a famous advert on TV, right? For
I didn't grow
women.
up in this country.
No, okay. Well, I think it was American though, but it
Did
was
it go
for.
like this? Did it go, I told the truth?
No, it went like this. I'm going to have to stand right back from the mic. Wow, body farm for you. That's how it went. Right?
Yeah. Okay. You asked singers to do this?
Yeah.
I don't know how it goes. I don't know the melody. I don't know how to fry.
When they told me, if they tell me I have got a big voice,
Yeah.
like, you know, that kind of big American voice.
American?
Yeah. I've had some, you know, some American
Like Van
singers on here.
Halen? Like Van Halen?
Oh, what, like Dave Lee Ross, you mean? Or sort of like, or
Yeah.
what, Bon Jovi, people like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a voice like Bon Jovi.
Maybe.
I think more like David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth, yeah. Way up. Get that in the voice, yes. Thank you, Jesca Hoop, for making my day,
Yeah.
and hopefully making some other people's days as they listen to this. Please, if you haven't ever listened to Jesca's music, please do go and do it, because it's fantastic.
It's not as quirky as this conversation has been.
And I absolutely love it. And you know, let's stay in touch. Do go and see her live. She's going around the country. She's doing Cambridge Folk Festival. Remember that. So if you're going, or if you're thinking of going, now you've got a good reason. Until next time, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
If you've enjoyed this, folks, this has been my music. Please share it with your friends and family so that artists that come on get a little bit more exposure, and you can check out some real music out there, not just the stuff that the box tells you to listen to. And if you haven't enjoyed this today, then this has been an instructional video.
Then I think you should just go on Twitter and talk mad shit about me.
Yeah.
Just talk mad shit. Just be like, her hair sucks. Look what she was wearing. And just whatever you do, just talk mad shit and just put my handle in there.
Because it's all.
Let's start a fight online.
It's all good exposure anyway, right? But honestly, if you haven't enjoyed this today, this has been an instructional video on tungsten steel lighting and its effect on ambience.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And you can go and watch it again. Until next time, bye for now.
Cheerio.